There's a few moments that I remember quite well. One's getting off the plane and just looking back and seeing the first snow-capped mountains.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Because you sit there going, yes, I'm here. Everest Base Camp, yeah, so getting to the top of Kala Pattar, because it was such a mental challenge to get up there.
Yeah.
That was a good moment. And I don't know, I had a really good moment coming down. Just actually got a chance to just reflect on it all.
Yeah.
And it was very desolate and started snowing, so it felt kind of weird and barren, but I liked it, it was good. Whereas I was wearing the same pair of pants from day one right through. Even when I summited Kala Pattar, I didn't have thermals underneath, didn't have anything, and they were fine. I love those pants.
What were they?
So from K2, they're Prana.
Yeah.
And they were zip-off short ones, but I didn't zip them off.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're just a brand called Prana, and they're slightly stretchy,
Yeah.
but they're lightweight and just they coped the whole time. I wasn't cold, I wasn't hot. I love those things. Body, by the end of the trip, I legitimately felt good,
Yeah.
which the other guys weren't liking because they were smashed.
Yeah.
Really sore and really wanting massages. But I was actually feeling really good. It was the week after that we spent driving around on the roads in Kathmandu. I actually felt worse
Yeah.
than after 12 days of fucking
cracked up in the car the whole time.
and bouncing on roads like this.
So, did you get altitude sickness?
I didn't. All members of our group except me did. Mostly just headaches. The first night Aaron got sick 4 times. Started coming down with migraine headaches at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Started getting sick. We sent him to bed. Every time we tried to give him a Diamox, which was a legitimate Diamox,
Yeah.
he'd end up throwing it up like half an hour later.
Yeah.
He calmed down, managed to get some electrolytes into him that night, and by morning he was okay and ready to keep going. So that was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't. I was quite surprised, but I was expecting to feel it, but I didn't.
Yeah. What do you put it down to?
I have no idea, because you kept telling us it was a case of you never know if you're going to get it or not.
Yeah.
But I do think my increased training, and particularly, I mean, I know my altitude room training was a long time ago,
Yeah.
but even the little stuff with the mask, I think, helped my body prep for it.
Yeah.
Because even still, we did the hike the weekend before we went,
Yeah.
and I still did half that with the 12,000 foot setting on the altitude mask. So
Yeah.
I was body kind of knew what it was coping with
Yeah.
at certain altitudes, I guess. And I think that's probably what it came down to. I think I would have been disappointed if I hadn't made it.
Yeah.
And I knew other people, particularly with base camp fitness, other people had made it, or you would have been disappointed, and I couldn't do that. There's too many false peaks going up there. You go, oh,
Yeah.
no, it's not that big. Oh, no, it's not that big. But definitely, once getting to the top, it was definitely a good thing. A little bit scary because if you go right up on the top, there's a sheer cliff down one side, and the rocks are slippery.
Yeah.
Most of the groups weren't being allowed to go up there, but I snuck up there. Like, I think basically what it comes down to is train. Train a lot and train as much as you can.
Yeah.
Because I saw the difference between myself who'd been training for a long time and the guys who hadn't been training as much, knew they should have been training more.
Yeah.
And I think I definitely held up a lot better. It was a lot better spirits by the end of the trip, by the end of each day. Definitely feeling a lot better at the start of every day than all the rest of these guys. And I think that just comes down to training.
Yeah.
And just allowing my body to be prepared for it. It's definitely not easy. It may seem easy, but I logged all my journey with heart rate and everything. Yeah, it showed that we've done 7 Ks of elevation gain and descent over that whole trip,
Yeah.
which is a lot of stairs.
Shit, that's heaps.
7 kilometers up and down. Training, definitely in muscle recovery after every day.
Yeah.
Being able to continue to start every day, and I got to admit, just remembering to do warm-ups and warm-downs, particularly when your quarters are on your case because you're running late.
Yeah.
To do stretching before and after is hard to remember because at the end of the day, you just want to drop your pack and lie in bed. I guess part of the AMS not having it was probably due to part of it as well.
Yeah.
Even just doing the real world training, hiking mountains, that sort of thing with base camp, learning gear, knowing how to reassess your pack, really a number of reasons. It's knowing the gear, it's how the gear is to be used, and just having a body that's going to keep up with the trek.
Yeah.
That's all come through this training, so it's been good.
Awesome.
I don't know, ask me on the day I was finishing the track, I probably would have put it in an 8 or 9.
Yeah.
Now so 6 or 7?
Yeah. It never seems too bad afterwards.
No, you're not in the moment.
Yeah. What's next on the list?
I have no idea. I'm trying to find an excuse to go back there. Whether I look at doing Island Peak or something like that, even though I hated altitude at the time.
Yeah.
Hitting that 6,000 meter, I think might be nice.